As everyone is finishing up their fourth crop of alfalfa hay, there's a few farmers considering taking a fifth because they've had a chance to regrow. Kevin Jarek is here from UW Extension to talk about if that's a good idea or not. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Elaine.
Well, we have a few fields that look pretty nice. It's tempting to fill a little bit more of the silo with that, but you say maybe not.
Yeah, this is one of those things where we have to be empathetic to what farmers have dealt with the past few years. 2019 was the worst growing season in the last 50 years. 2020, we had good quality but really low yield because of damage to alfalfa stands. Here we are in 2021. It looked like 1988 for the first month in June, and then all of a sudden we started getting rain. So now we have farmers who have a lot more forage, but the temptation is there to take that final cut. That can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how they approach it.
Okay, so what are the considerations we need to factor in?
So the first thing that we need to do is there's this old tale out there, you don't cut hay between September 1st and October 15th. And that was a rule that stood for a long time. Okay. And then through research, we found out it's not by the calendar, it's by the temperature. Okay. So what we want to do is have alfalfa accumulate at least 500 growing degree days. So after it's cut, it can put up new growth, photosynthesize, and restore those carbohydrates and sugars to the stored roots for winter. Or we want the other extreme. We want to cut so late that the plant says, you know what, it's cold outside. I'm going to bed. I'm going to take the next few months off.
Did you hear overall, I mean, I know for us, we almost were out of storage. We had such a healthy alfalfa crop. Was that similar to what you're hearing across the board?
That's the irony of this. We had farmers for the last 2-3 years now who've been struggling as far as finding feed supply, and it really changed after we got that 3 inches at the end of June, and from there we've just accumulated a lot more forage. So that's one of the considerations. If you really don't need the extra forage, leaving that stand, grow out. If it goes to bloom, it's going to end up replenishing more carbohydrates to that root system. It's kind of like, okay, it ran hard all season long, now it gets to relax.
If we're going to be taking a field out of alfalfa next year, what do you recommend for overwintering?
If we're not going to have the field continue in production, then there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to still take a cutting from that stand. However, if we have a stand that was newly seeded or we want to keep for next year, our best chances for green up are, again, if we can accumulate 500 degree growing days or less than 200. There are other factors, so soil fertility, the frequency of cutting, how much stress that stand was under from previous winter kill. So there are multiple considerations. But the big thing is, with the growing degree days, if we have a high of 70 and a low of 50, that's going to be about 20 growing degree days. However, if those temps drop to 60 and 40, we only pick up 10. So if you cut, just some rough math there to think about how to calculate that.
Quantity is one thing, quality is another. How is the quality of this year's hay crop overall?
This year's crop, for those who were able to avoid the 3-inch rainfalls, because it seemed we had periods very dry extended and then heavy rain, the quality is good. Unfortunately, yes, some people got caught at the wrong time, but I think when you talk to area farmers and producers, they're generally much more happy with what this year was served up as far as the previous last two.
Always a good time to have that conversation with your nutritionist when you start to feed forage from the new harvest year. Kevin, we appreciate the insights and prayers to the folks who decide to take that cutting, right? It's a roll of the dice.
Right now is the most dangerous time between mid-September to late October, because we're kind of in no man's land as far as temperatures. It could be 70 degrees on Halloween, or it could be 30 with snow. That's Wisconsin.
All right, hear Kevin's voice in the back of your head when you decide to take your cutter out. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much, Elaine.